It is time for another edition of Litter Media Live. Yesterday was 5/5/25. Today, it's the 6th of May. Good to have you with us. I'm Dan Ramey, and with me in studio today is Mr. Hand 2, Aaron Glandon. Coming up in just a moment, we'll look at news, we'll look at sports, and this date in history. It's a short one today.
Yes.
It's not very long.
I wanted to see how this would show up.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Doesn't make any difference if you put it in front of your shirt either, does it?
A little bit.
It looks like you have an ulcer. This is a little special nugget from yesterday's Pineapple Awards. It's an actual pineapple, only it's a stress ball.
Yes.
We just can't show it to you because of the green screen, because
It's yellow and green.
yellow with green on the top.
The green top, I think, is the exact same color as our green screen.
Well, it's just about right. And it almost looks like you're holding some type of crystal orb of some sort. So, yeah. Stress, that's what it's all about. All right, coming up in a moment, we've got the features that we normally do on a regular basis. But right now, let's take a look at the weather and see how that's shaping up for us. Started off not too bad on the cool side, but we do have the potential for some rain showers moving here right about now, if I'm not mistaken, and lasting for probably about 2 hours. So rain likely for your Tuesday, possibly clearing for the rest of the week. We have high temperatures in the mid-60s to low 70s as we make our way to the weekend, which will be drier from what we're being told from all the forecasters. Coming up in just a moment, we'll take a look at news. But first, let's tell you about our friends at... Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
You can follow along with some of the stories we'll share with you on our website. Just go to littermedia.com. There you see some of the pineapple faces. Those are smiling faces.
Yes, they are.
From the pineapples. And some of the stories we're going to talk about are scrolling in front of you right now for those of you that are watching on our website, littermedia.com, and here on YouTube. But don't forget, those listening on Litter Media Radio, we appreciate you tuning in. If you have no clue as to where to find Litter Media Radio, go to our website, littermedia.com. There's a player right there. We start today with the 10th Annual Ross Chillicothe Convention and Visitors Bureau Pineapple Awards were held Monday at the Christopher Conference Center in Chillicothe, and look at the surprise on this young man's face. That is Jeremiah Johnson. He is the Grand Pineapple Award winner. He's with the Southern Ohio Forest Rally, and they're getting ready for their 9th year of the Forest Rallies, and he was extra surprised and even had to wipe away some tears as he, let me clear my eyes before we take the photo.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Jeremiah on that. We also have some other Pineapple Award winners, and that includes Ben Daughters, who you see on the left. He is the Volunteer of the Year for his work through downtown Chillicothe. He, of course, is owner-operator of the Poorhouse and Machinery Hall. Frontline Associate of the Year, Ryan Harris, is to his immediate left. He is one of the gift shop workers at the Tecumseh Outdoor Drama out at Sugarloaf Mountain Amphitheater. The Manager of the Year is right next to him. That is Jody Fairchild, and she is the manager now at Western Avenue McDonald's. She has been out in the one at Chillicothe Mall for years, but now she's running things out on the west side. And also, there you see Melody Young. She's the executive director of the Ross Chillicothe Convention and Visitors Bureau with Grand Pineapple Award winner Jeremiah Johnson. And to his immediate left is Pam Kello. She's the one who's famous for all the murals that you find across Ohio. She was telling me she was working on a project in Grove City, also down along the Ohio River in Adams County, and she's just all over the place painting. But Pam is fantastic. She is the behind-the-scenes associate of the year. And these folks are grant recipients for promoting their events. They had $25,000 that they spread across these organizations. And the Buck 50, Southern Ohio Forest Rally, the Scioto Society, Downtown Chillicothe, the Ross County Historical Society, Pump House Center for the Arts, the Paper City Mentoring Project, Gus Macker, and the Chillicothe Half Marathon, as well as Atomic Speedway to help promote their events, bringing tourism right here to Ross County. Congratulations to all of the winners, and you can read more about them when you log on to littermedia.com.
Yes. United Way of Ross County, in conjunction with E.M. Smith Jewelers, are conducting a Mother's Day Raffle with all proceeds raised benefiting the programs and organizations supported by United Way of Ross County. Tickets are available now through May 8th at $10 a piece or 3 for $25. So a little deal if you get 3 tickets.
I ran into Andrea Williams of United Way Ross County during Yellow Day the other day, and also the girls from E.M. Smith Jewelers were putting popcorn in little bags, and kids were walking around with the buttery popcorn throughout the day, too. So thank you for what you're doing here in Chillicothe. Coming up on June 5th, Adina Health invites you to a benefit concert. Bring a lawn chair, join in the celebration, that fighting spirit, an evening of music, inspiration, remembrance, and the opportunity to connect with others in the fight against cancer. This is the Festival of Hope concert for cancer survivors. It's a free concert, runs from 5 until 10 p.m. on June 5th, and it'll be at the Ross County Fairgrounds. They'll have food trucks there and performances by some familiar folks here locally. Puma Reveal, Ben True, Cole Barker. I think this might be one of his larger venues he's played, Cole Barker. And the Felony 4 will headline the event. So looking forward to seeing you all on June 5th at the Ross County Fairgrounds.
This summer, thousands of children across Ohio will be biking safer thanks to the Put a Lid on It campaign, a statewide effort to get free bicycle helmets into the hands of kids who need them. With support from the Ohio chapter of the American Academy of Pediatrics, the Ohio Department of Transportation, and American Honda Motor Company, the campaign is providing 13,000 helmets to 179 organizations in 61 counties. Helmets are being distributed through pediatricians' offices, local health departments, police and fire stations, schools, and many other community partners.
Great campaign. This is something they've been doing a number of years, and we're happy to see it back here again in our area. The deadline is tomorrow, Wednesday, for this. This is your real ID for air travel security and entry into federal buildings. So if you want to fly, you need to have the real ID. And if you want to go into a federal building or even on to an air base or a military establishment, you need to have your real ID. This law was passed by Congress back in 2005. It's been 20 years, but implementation has been delayed multiple times until now. Our road report takes us up to Pickaway County today. State Route 56 will be closed tomorrow, that is Wednesday, May 7th, between Kingston Pike and Hitler Road 1 from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. for tree trimming. Yes, not only is there a Hitler Road, but there are 2 Hitler Roads. So they have 1 and 2. And starting Wednesday up in Asheville, until further notice, East Main Street from the 80 block to Circleville Avenue, that's Lockbourne Eastern Road, will be closed. So they implore that you use a detour to go around that. Coming up, a look at sports. But first, Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is your trusted comfort advisor. You talk about Pickaway County. They operate in Pickaway County, here in Ross County, Pike County, all the way down to the river, all the way west over to Dayton, up into Columbus, and as far east as Athens. So they've got a pretty good size footprint and 8 different locations where they're based. But their home office is here in the Chillicothe area out on U.S. Route 23. Heating, cooling, and plumbing. You need some assistance with that for your home or business? Accurate can take care of it. Click on this ad anywhere you see it on our website, littermedia.com. It takes you to AccurateHVAC.com.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old. Yeah, folks from Petland were out at the Yellow Day event, and I saw them also at Western Elementary's big day they had for science. And I'm looking at the lady, I'm saying, I'd never met you before last week. But I'm seeing you twice now, and within 1 week.
Yeah.
It's incredible. But
It's funny how the world works.
It is like that. But thank you to the folks at Petland for what they do in our community. Hometown Motors Incorporated continues its spring sales event while supplies last. New riding tractors starting at $1699.99. New zero-turn mowers starting at $3399.99. New walk-behinds starting at just $399.99. New chainsaws at $279.99. New blowers starting as low as $199.99, and new trimmers starting at $229.99. You want to hurry in to get the best selection. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hometown Motors, your store for the outdoors, 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe. On to sports. We begin with the Chillicothe volleyball team. The boys picked up the GCVC championship last night. Congratulations, and thank you, Joe Hurley, for this photo of a very happy Cavalier boys. They finished first in this tournament. Ross County Christian Academy placed third. Do you have the scores on that? Thank you. Actually, this is the rest of the scores. Oh, I see it now. Okay. 25-15, 25-18 for the win there for Chillicothe over GVC Green. And Ross Christian beat Tree of Life 2-0. Congratulations. Ross Christian Academy finishing in third place. All right, high school boys tennis yesterday. Portsmouth Clay, a winner over New Boston. Clay has a one-match lead. They can clinch at least a share of the title with one to play. And in baseball yesterday, Unioto, a winner over Westfall. The Shermans are 11-0 in the SVC. They've got a showdown with the Zane Trace Pioneers coming up later this week. Mike Smith will be there to cover that game for us. Adena, a winner over Southeastern. Huntington takes Piketon 9-6. In the FAC, Chillicothe gets blanked by Miami Trace. Miami Trace trails Jackson by 1 game in the FAC standings. SOC winners included Notre Dame, St. Joe, Green, Northwest, and Valley. In the Mid-State League, Cardinal, Bern Union over Fisher Catholic, and OVC, South Point defeated Ironton, with Rock Hill picking up a win over Cold Grove. Softball, Piketon, a 22-1 win over Huntington. Piketon is 10-1 in the SVC, and Unioto trails Piketon by 2 games. They picked up a win over Westfall yesterday, 9-4. Adena takes Southeastern 13-1. In the SOC, Notre Dame, Green, Northwest, and Valley all picked up wins. Fisher Catholic in the Mid-State League, Cardinal. Eastern wins in the TVC, and Cold Grove and Ironton picked up wins in the OVC. The Ross County Track and Field Meet is today at Adena High School. Everything begins after 4 o'clock. I think some of the prelims start as early as 4:10, and then everything gets underway by 4:30. So if you've missed out on that before, it's one of the oldest running track meets in Ohio, and you want to make sure you're there.
And I'll be there.
You will be there. Not running, though.
No, absolutely not.
It would be cool, though, to see you running along the side on the track, holding your camera, getting video.
I don't think you're
Running
allowed to
with them.
do that.
You're not. But we can say this much. You could try and see what happens.
And then they throw me out and we're not allowed to use the footage.
Well, you're an Adena guy. I'm sure they'll forgive you.
I am an Adena guy.
Yeah. William Reed will stop you. Reds lost their 3rd straight game yesterday, 4-0, falling to the Braves. I think they were a little rattled in this because they lost Tyler Callahan to a broken forearm. Did you see video on this?
I didn't.
He was running, playing left field. He was running towards the stadium edge there where the foul ball territory is, and he disappears from the camera, but you hear him hit the wall. And when when the camera caught up with him, he was lying on his back, writhing in pain, the baseball laying right next to him. 2 Braves runners. One was like staggering, like, do I keep running? What do I do here? And the guy, I think, who hit it, I think he ended up scoring. I think he went all the way around the bases because everybody else just kind of stopped and didn't try to get anybody out. But there was a lot of concern for Tyler Callahan. It was just his 4th game being called up and playing with the Reds. Reds are now 4 games back of the Cubs, but still tied for 2nd place with the Brewers. So they'll continue that set in Atlanta tonight. Andrew Abbott gets the start for the Reds. Guardians and Nationals were rained out yesterday up in Cleveland. They're back at it playing a twilight doubleheader today. And the Cleveland Cavaliers and Pacers go at it again tonight in Cleveland. Indiana is up 1-0 in the best-of-7 series. Game time is 7 p.m. on TNT. Did you have something else to share? Or were you just doing your Mr. Hand motion?
Did I do that?
I think you did.
I didn't mean to.
Where did that come from? All right, that's a look at sports for you. Coming up, this date in history. And we turn the clock back to 1840. Details next.
First, we want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane, online propane monitoring and reporting. Know your home's consumption and gas remaining in the tank. Find out more at litterpropane.com.
Now that's one fast mower. Take command of your lawn with Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower.
Wherever you are there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Saginaw Valley Dumpsters, give them a call, 740-253-8389, to get a dumpster for whatever need you have, either residential or your business. They can take care of that for you. Saginaw Valley Dumpsters, 740-253-8389. It's that historical moment where we always look back on what happened on this date in history. Prepared by Mr. History, Mike Smith.
Yes.
We go back to 1840. Are you a stamp collector?
No.
I'm not either.
They're too expensive.
Too expensive. Well, today they're really expensive.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Great Britain's penny black in 1840 was the first adhesive postage stamp. It becomes valid for use. That did not stop one eager correspondent from deliberately sending a letter with it a day earlier. So these things were the embargo stories and reporters wanting to be the first to report it. There was somebody that wanted to be the first to send it.
And
the
they
first
were.
to use it. Wonder if what they sent it with. I mean, was it the correspondence inside, just a trial test message, or was it something of importance? That is something worth investigating.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to mark down who it was that sent it out first, you got to know what it was, right? You would think. We'll have to put Mr. History on that and see if he can do a little more legwork and find out. By the way, he'll be back with us tomorrow, and we will have Mike on the program for us after a couple of days off. And we're back at it again tomorrow morning about 11 o'clock. So for Aaron Glandon, Mr. Hand 2, we'll see you tomorrow with another edition of Litter Media Live.